Hey everybody, it's D coming back at you with another video talking about Dragon Ball Z Fukkatsu no F, Resurrection F, the upcoming Dragon Ball Z 2015 theatrical motion picture. I just wanted to quickly follow up on the video that I recently did where I talked about my thoughts on the movie. It was a long video. I kind of reviewed the movie or reviewed the spoilers. I just want to reiterate that, like I said in that video, I can't really give a full review until I see the film. That's just my thoughts on the story. And I still am very, I still feel the same way about the plot holes. They still bug me, truthfully speaking. But in no way will I ever disparage Toriyama or, disrespect him. I do think that he needs a continuity editor. I do think that his laziness for this film really can't be ignored. Don't get me wrong. However, for the story of the film. However, I do respect the man very much. He's provided so much entertainment for most of my life, really, and I'm sure it's a lot similar to a lot of you guys. So, I'm not trying to. I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm, gonna turn into one of these like Star Wars geeks that thinks that George Lucas should be killed and this and that. No. Toriyama. He dropped the ball. It's not the first time. He dropped the ball with Dragon Ball Minus. Really, everything after Jocko, he kind of dropped the ball on with Minus, which was loaded with plot holes in a roundabout way. And he dropped the ball here, in my opinion. I haven't seen the movie yet, but from what we read, it just needs more explanation. A couple things I wanted to say, though. A lot of people have been commenting, tons of people actually, tons and tons of people, and thank you for subscribing, by the way. I do appreciate it very, very much. And I promise you I'll bring you more stuff. Whenever we get any information, I'm going to put it up here, guaranteed. So anyways, people have been saying that, a lot of them do agree, and a lot of them will have told me, a lot of you guys have said that maybe he's just setting this up for a future film, or maybe there's going to be an extended version that explains some of the plot holes. And that is definitely something that I've had in mind, something that I've thought about, and something that is a possibility because when Battle of Gods came out 2 years ago, March 30th, 2013, we had no idea that there was an extended cut. I remember hearing just talk that there were some deleted scenes, but I thought they were mostly unfinished scenes because with animated films don't always get deleted scenes. They're out there, but a lot of them are just kind of unfinished. But there was about 20 extra minutes of material that did not premiere until 2014. The Japanese folks actually got the world television premiere of the extended Battle of Gods in the spring of last year. So they got the theatrical 2 years ago, and then last year they got the extended. We didn't know. As of right now, as of today, which is April the 3rd, we don't know if there's an extended Fukkatsu no F. But if there is, then yes, there is a possibility that a lot of the plot holes and a lot of the, that a lot of the things that are unexplained will be explained, and I really, really hope so. I personally felt like the scenes in Battle of Gods that were in the extended cut, they were okay. I didn't think it was anything totally incredible that had to be in the film. I really wasn't too oh my god. And I actually personally feel like the theatrical cut is a little more. I guess the pacing is a little bit better than the theatrical. I thought it was cool how in the extended Battle of Gods they had that extra intro with Goku and Bulma and highlights from the TV series. But I also felt like the intro for the theatrical was better when they just cut to the stars and the Kaios are like, uh-oh, Beerus is awake. I thought that was cool. I thought it was a better paced movie. But for Fukkatsu no F, I think that an extended cut would probably, it could probably save this damn movie. Now, the other thought is about the sequel. Now, a lot of folks thought that I was talking about Mike Zero in the other video that I posted about the phony sequels and all that. A lot of people commented about that. I wasn't speaking about Mike Zero because Mike Zero just got his information from somewhere else. I don't even know where. I was speaking about the phony. There's two things that are tricking people now. There is a phony picture of Brawly with the blue hair going around. That's completely fake, folks. There's so many fake Dragon Ball pictures out there. That's easy to fool even the smartest fans because a lot of the kids nowadays are really good at drawing. A lot of artists out there, look like Toriyama, legit. So that one's one thing that was going around. And also there's an IMDb article that says Dragon Ball Z 2016. That article, here's the thing about IMDb, folks. IMDb, even though it is a powerful resource, IMDb is kind of like Wikipedia in that it can be edited from within even without any actual knowledge of anything. So don't take IMDb ever as gospel truth. I think where that came from is that there was an April Fool's prank that was played on I forget if it was Toei or if it was the Dragon Ball Z 2015, DragonBall2015.com website where Frieza's like recruiting people for a movie in 2016 or something like that. It was an April Fool's gag. That was an April Fool's gag. So again, as of right now, there is no plans for a third Dragon Ball Z film following Fukkatsu no F. However, will there be? Obviously, Fukkatsu no F is going to make a lot of money. I think so. Even though I'm not too enamored with the plot holes, it'll still make money. And obviously, it's actually getting a much bigger international release than Battle of Gods. So there's a lot of attention on Dragon Ball this year. So yes, I think we will see a third film. Now, I do think we'll see it. And a lot of people are saying, well, maybe they'll explain things in that movie. I certainly hope so. I have my doubts, to be completely honest, that any of this will be explained. Maybe Toriyama will explain it in interviews, because a lot of times they do that. Like, we will get tons. I'm telling you guys, there's going to be tons of information about this movie, not just the movie coming out. Huge issue of V-Jump in May. You better believe Japan's going to be talking about this one. Toriyama interview. So I like to think positive in that we might get more information that might cover up these plot holes. But still, folks, in my opinion, if you're going to make a movie or a TV show, you should have the explanations in there. You shouldn't have to have an interview explain things. But that's just me. Anyways, that's something to look forward to. So I'm going to ask you guys then, what do you want to see in a third Dragon Ball Z theatrical movie? Do you want, a villain from the past to come back? Do you want a new villain? I know a bunch of y'all are going to say Brawly. That's going to be funny. No. I don't. No more Brawly. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Just no more Brawly, please. And plus, Brawly is a non-canon character. I don't want to get into that right now. But anyways, what kind of movie do you want the third Dragon Ball Z film to be? I'm going to make another video. Maybe next week. Maybe this weekend. I haven't decided yet. Where I'm going to give my thoughts on what a third Dragon Ball Z film should be. And I'll even give you guys a little bit of fan fiction. I want to get your thoughts on it. Stuff that I came up with in my head. That'd be cool if they did for that movie. But what do you want to see? Do you want to see Goku and Vegeta explore the other dimensions? Do you want to see, or the other universes, I mean? Do you want to see a new villain? Do you want to see an old villain? Do you want a story that's totally in a different timeline? Like, or you know what I would like? Just real quick. I wish they'd do a story that takes place in between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z during those 5 years, after the tournament when Goku gets married to Chi-Chi, and then when Raditz shows up, those 5 years. That'd be cool to see a movie in there. There's not going to be any transformations, and it probably won't make any money because it doesn't have the cool transformations and toys. But I'd like to see that. I think it'd be cool to have a little adventure, a little mini adventure in there. I know a lot of you are going to talk about Garlic Jr. is in there, kind of, sort of, but maybe a little further back. Anyways, I'm rambling. Leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of movie you want to see after Fukkatsu no F. Do you want to see Frieza come back again? I highly doubt a lot of you are going to say that, but maybe you will. Do you want to see Vegeta turn on Goku? Do you want what do you want the fate of Whis and Beerus to be? Just let me know. I want to pick y'all's brains, and I'm going to do another video about this later on. Also, I've got a Q&A video coming up because there's a few questions that were sent in to me. I will be answering them very shortly. Until then, peace out.